guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome if you're new. I'm Karen Casey, and today I'm going to show you this sort of mermaids gone wild night out look using products from the Midnight Mermaid collection from Wet n Wild. This was really fun to create. I'm also gonna talk to you guys about how to use the liquid eyeshadows because they're pretty tricky. I did a lot of experimenting and actually filmed this video already. It didn't come out quite like I wanted. This came out like I wanted, so this is the version you will see. But trust me when I tell you how to use these because I made plenty of mistakes and I learned from them. So, yeah, if you want to learn how to do this look, then keep watching. So my eyes are all primed with concealer and translucent powder like I usually do. I actually filmed this video previously already, so I have figured out the best way to work with these liquid shadows. I didn't like the eye look, so I'm redoing the video, but I figured out how to work with these. It's a little tricky, and you might decide that it's not worth it, but I'm gonna walk you through it. So I'm gonna take my Morphe 25B palette, and I'm gonna go in with this yellow tan color on my Y15, and I'm just gonna messily fluff that in as my transition shade. Alright, next I'm gonna take this cooler brown right here on my Y20, and I'm just gonna lay this down. I'm not gonna blend it out, I'm gonna just put it where I want it to go. So it's gonna go right in the outer part of my crease right here. And I'm just plopping it in. And I am doing this because the liquid shadow, I'm gonna need to blend into the crease before it dries, but in order to get all of the colors in the crease that I want, I have to lay them down before and then blend them so that this doesn't dry on me while I'm getting those colors in. I hope that makes sense. Okay, and next on my Y22, I'm going to take this dark brown down here. Actually, I'm going to take that dark brown. It's almost black, but not quite. And I'm going to put that even lower in my crease, and I'm just laying it down. Like this. It looks weird and messy right now, I know. But this is definitely the best way to go about using these shadows. Or these shadows. So now I'm going to take my Absolute Shadow Brush from It Brushes for Ulta. A good alternative to this, if you don't have this, is the Y18. This is just a little bigger and fluffier, so it's going to make blending a little quicker. But the Y18 will work as well. Just anything that is kind of compressed this way. Yeah. And now, one eye at a time, I'm going to take Mysterious Nights. It's the kind of gray liquid shadow in the Midnight Mermaid collection. And I'm going to put this from inner to outer corner all over my lid. I'm going to pat it on because that's the best way to use this. Sweeping it kind of just moves the product around and makes it a little streaky and patchy. And I'm not going to bring it up into the crease because that's going to get a lot of transfer and stuff on it. Remember to keep your eye kind of as closed as you can so that it doesn't transfer. And now I'm going to take this and blend those transition shades and the liquid shadow all out. And try to keep the brush, because you're going to get some of the cream shadow on one side. Keep it on that one side. don't turn the brush, because otherwise you're going to get the cream shadow everywhere. Alright, and then if you'd like, you can go back in and touch up. You can blend more, whatever you got to do to make it look how you want it to look. You can also turn this into kind of a cut crease situation if you want. That's not what I'm doing. You're going to have to sit with this a while and really blend it. Okay, I'm going to finish this eye and I'll be right back. So while doing this eye, the liquid shadow got a little higher into my crease than it did on this side. So what I'm doing just to even that out is I'm on the side that already has the cream product of my brush, I'm taking just a little bit of the cream shadow and patting it onto that same side, and then just patting and blending that cream shadow a little higher up into my crease, just to make sure everything looks nice and even. Alright, and with that, we are done with the eyeshadow. You can, of course, use any of the liquid liners that are in the Mermaid collection. They have a great blue one, a green, and a gray. My gray one is a little jacked up. Some of the brush hairs poke out and it seems extra goopy. This would be the one I'd be most likely to use, given the lipstick I'm going to use. I wouldn't use these, it seems like a little too much, but since my gray one is out of commission anyways, I'm going to use my regular e.l.f. cream liner with my e.l.f. angled eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to do my normal winged liner. Alright, and there we go, that's our eyes so far. I'm going to go back and do the lower lash line after skin stuff. Yeah. So I am not going to prime my face like I usually do, because I'm going to use my NYX Total Control drops, and this foundation does not play well with the primers that I have because they are silicone based, while this is water based. So the two tend to separate when you put them together. So it's best to just not do primer unless you have a water based primer to go with this foundation. And I'm going to work one section at a time because these tend to dry pretty fast. I'm going to take my Tarte liquid foundation brush. I'm going to try really hard to cover that giant zit right there that we're all just going to ignore. I'm not going to set that because, again, this foundation seems to not like powder, at least not on my skin. So I'm going to move on to concealer. I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape. Try saying that 5 times fast. And I really like the highlighted triangle thing, but swiping it and creating a whole solid triangle is too much concealer on me. It creases, so this seems to be the best way to do this for my skin. And then I'm just going to go in with my clean finger. I have washed my hands, and I'm going to blend this out into that triangle from inner corner all the way to my temple. Alright, now I'm going to take this little flat concealer brush. It's from It Brushes for Ulta. It's the smoothing concealer. And I'm going to smooth out this concealer a little bit. Now this concealer I am going to set because otherwise it will crease on me. So the foundation I didn't set because it would crease on me. The concealer I am going to set because if I don't, it will crease on me. I'm taking my Y11 and my e.l.f. translucent powder. You can use any setting powder you want. And I'm just going to dust this where I put the concealer. Alright, I'm gonna do that on the other side, and I'm gonna cut doing that because you don't need to see that twice. And if you do, go back and watch it again. Alright, now that my concealer is done, I'm going to go back to my lower lash line. So I'm going to take this flat eyeliner brush, the Y21, and with that dark brown that we used, I'm going to just kind of stamp it on the outer half of my lower lash line. And then with my e.l.f. version of that brush, it's the flat eyeliner brush, I'm going to take that cool brown that we used and put that on the rest of my lower lash line. From there, with my itty bitty little pencil brush, this is the Y22, I'm going to take that transition shade, that sort of yellow tan, and go kind of underneath those two colors and just blend those out and really smoke out the lower lash line. Okay, we're officially done with the eyeshadow. We're not done with the eyes. We're gonna go back for mascara and all that good stuff later. So, I don't know about anybody else, but when I picture mermaids, which is, you know, what this whole collection's about, I picture very bronze, sun-kissed skin. That probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense because mermaids would be so far underwater that they probably don't even see the sun, but it's what I picture in my head. Don't judge me. So that's what I'm gonna go with. If you want a, you know, structured contour, go for it. I'm just gonna kind of bronze up my skin. So I'm gonna take my Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter, and I'm going to go into that warm tone shade with my Y10, and I'm going to just place that on. And then I'm going to take my Y8 and I'm just going to really buff this out. And if you feel like you went in with too much of that, like I feel right now, you can take the matte white shade on the brush and buff that in just to lighten it. And if it's still looking like a little much for your taste, take a bigger brush. I'm taking my Y2 and more of that matte white and just buffing this out more. I forgot how pigmented this was, apparently. Alright, at this point, I'm just going to hope that it looks better on camera than it does in life. It's not awful, but I did put too much bronzer on. For my taste, at least. So, now we are going to use the Midnight Moon highlight. I'm going to take this on my Y14, and I'm going to barely tap into this, and I'm just going to highlight the high points of my face, like my cheekbones, my nose, and my cupid's bow. Alright, I'm going to put on my eyebrows and some mascara and false lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, we are almost done with this mermaid-inspired smoky eye night look. The last thing is lips. I'm going to use Sea Seduction. That is the blue liquid lip from the collection. And since this is so dark, I'm going to line my lips first by using a lip brush. I'm just going to take product from the doe foot applicator and get it onto my brush and just line my lips. we're done with the look, I'm gonna leave my lips like that. I'm kidding. Don't do that. I'm just gonna fill in the rest of the doe foot. And there we have it. That is my, mermaid's gone wild evening smoky eye look using the Midnight Mermaid collection. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I was able to teach you some things like using the liquid shadow, and yeah, so thanks for watching. I try to post Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, so tune in for that, and if you hit the notification bell and the subscribe button, I think you have to subscribe to to have the notification bell, I think. That will alert you to when I post, since I suck at sticking to my own schedule, and that way you won't have to come all the way to YouTube just to see if I actually posted what I was supposed to. So, thank you very much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.